When talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, there are honestly endless possibilities of how this team can get better for 2021. Every single day, there's a new rumor of a player the Los Angeles Lakers will target, but sometimes these rumors are super unrealistic. The Lakers won the NBA championship this year, and the biggest question about them is what can they do in this offseason to simply get better. Next season, Kevin Durant and Kyrie will be back, Stephen Curry and Klay will be back. So simply, the NBA is getting more competitive, and the Lakers have to make sure they improve as well. So that's why in this video, we're going to be talking about the Lakers and simply how they can become unstoppable next season. For this video though, I kind of want us to kind of dream big here. We're going to be talking about the best case scenarios for the Lakers and things that we as NBA fans just want to see happen. I'm going to be telling you guys 3 scenarios that I believe would be perfect for the Lakers, and guys, if any of these 3 happen, the Lakers are winning the NBA championship in 2021. So if you're a big Los Angeles Laker fan and you love to dream, this video is absolutely perfect for you. But quickly guys, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. I'm posting about 6 videos per week, and I guarantee you guys are going to love the content that I'm putting out. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button guys. I would really appreciate it. It would really help out the channel a lot. I'm going to be doing a big giveaway once we reach 50k, so stay tuned for that. But without wasting any more time, we're going straight into 3 ultimate scenarios for the Los Angeles Lakers. The first case scenario is a very popular opinion, and that's Chris Paul joining the Lakers. When talking about Chris Paul, he is currently one of the biggest trade targets in this offseason. He's been linked to multiple teams. He's been linked to the Clippers, linked to the Bucks, and a very popular opinion, linked to the Lakers. After OKC lost this year in the NBA playoffs, CP3 posted a video to OKC saying thank you. If you guys watched that video, although it was a thank you video, it felt more like a goodbye, and Chris Paul leaving is a very high possibility. The reason why Chris Paul is being heavily linked to the Los Angeles Lakers is because a recent report came out stating that Chris Paul would be happy to play for LA. The report also states that LeBron James will have a big influence and impact if they want to bring Chris Paul in. We all know about the strong relationship Chris Paul and LeBron James have. These two are best friends off the court, and with both of them being great floor generals, they'll just make the Los Angeles Lakers better. Chris Paul is currently 35 and has 0 championships, so why not join the team that has your best friend on it and also is one of the title favorites already? I believe if the Lakers can offer up Kyle Kuzma, Danny Green, Quinn Cook, JaVale McGee, Avery Bradley, and their 2020 first round pick, that should be able to get OKC to say I accept. And then after that, the Lakers can sign Dwight Howard, Markieff Morris, and DeMarcus Cousins to a vet minimum contract, and then sign Joe Harris to a mid-level exception. This will give the Lakers an ultimate lineup of Chris Paul, Joe Harris, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Dwight Howard in the starting lineup. This team would be disgusting. This is something a lot of NBA fans want to see happen, and if it does, the NBA will go crazy. The next scenario is Zach LaVine joining the Los Angeles Lakers. LaVine has been linked to the Lakers on multiple occasions, but the topic became very hot when he had an interview during the NBA All-Star Weekend. With the All-Star Game being held in Chicago, Zach LaVine had an interview on First Take, and he was asked the question, if there was one player in the NBA he would love to play with, who would it be? Oh, and guess who he said? He said LeBron James. Then of course the NBA rumor started of a potential pairing of Zach LaVine and LeBron James. LeBron would have a perfect scorer on the wings that he could rely on. A big 3 of LaVine, LeBron, and Anthony Davis would give the Lakers both offensive threats, especially on those fast breaks. Zach LaVine is one of the most athletic young players in the NBA. He is an amazing dunker, and imagine those fast breaks with LeBron having AD and LaVine as options on the wing. This scenario is actually easier than Chris Paul's scenario. The Lakers would have to offer up Danny Green, Quinn Cook, and Kyle Kuzma plus a first-round pick and get Zach LaVine in return. Then when talking about free agency, they can sign Dwight Howard to a vet minimum, Markieff Morris, and bring back Rajon Rondo, and then sign Jeremy Grant to that mid-level exception. Imagine that starting lineup for the Lakers: Rondo, LaVine, LeBron, Jeremy Grant at power forward, and Anthony Davis at center. This team would be great both offensively and defensively. The next trade scenario is also a very popular opinion, and that's Bradley Beal going to the Lakers. When talking about Bradley Beal's situation, he is currently on an NBA team that, let's be real, have no shot at winning a championship anytime soon. Bradley Beal is currently in his prime, his value in the NBA is definitely high, and putting himself in the spotlight of LA, where he gets all the attention, might be the best thing for his future when he signs a new contract. The biggest questions about the Lakers is once LeBron James retires, who is going to be Anthony Davis's new duo partner? And Bradley Beal could simply be that guy. There has been some recent news though that Bradley Beal apparently wants to stay with the Wizards and end his career off there, but I'm gonna tell you guys this: NBA players could change their mind. In the NBA, anything could happen. And until Bradley Beal actually gets traded, which I actually do see happening, the Beal to the Lakers rumors are not going to stop. If the Lakers are going to try to get Bradley Beal, they're going to have to offer up the same deal for Chris Paul, Kyle Kuzma, Danny Green, Quinn Cook, JaVale McGee, Avery Bradley, and the first-round pick. Then when talking about free agency, sign Markieff Morris, Dwight Howard, DeMarcus Cousins, Dion Waiters, all to minimum contracts, and with their mid-level exception, sign Goran Dragic. That is an absolute best-case scenario. Imagine that lineup, guys. Dragic, Bradley Beal, LeBron and Anthony Davis in the same starting lineup? Oh my goodness, that team would be unstoppable offensively. I honestly love Bradley Beal's game. I want him to do great things in the NBA, and I believe leaving Washington is something he must do in order to win a championship. But I know I said to you guys that I'll be giving you 3 best case scenarios for the Lakers, but I want to give you a 4th scenario where it's not a best case scenario, but more of the most realistic scenario. And in this scenario, it'll be the Lakers going for Derrick Rose. D Rose has been linked to the Lakers on multiple occasions because when talking about the Lakers and one thing they lack, they need a 6-man point guard that can score at will and be a great playmaker. Oh yeah, and what is D Rose? He is a score maker and a playmaker at will. Last season, Derrick Rose signed a 2-year contract with the Pistons, and going into this offseason, the Pistons might want to trade Derrick Rose instead of losing him for nothing in next year's free agency. The most recent news so far revolving Derrick Rose is that the chances of him going to the Lakers is more likely than ever in this offseason. And I'll be real with you guys, it's actually a big possibility, as the Lakers would love a point guard that can score like D Rose does. If the Lakers can offer up Kyle Kuzma and Quinn Cook, I believe that should be enough for the Pistons to accept, as they do want young players in return for Derrick Rose. Then after losing a forward and a young player of Kyle Kuzma, they can sign Danilo Gallinari to that mid-level exception to be their backup power forward for the team. Gallinari has also been a very popular opinion for the Lakers because after OKC lost this year, he claims he wants to join a championship contending team because he is getting old and has not had an opportunity at a championship yet. Imagine LeBron James having Gallinari there as a power forward or a center option, with Gallinari being one of the best 3-point shooters at the big man position. He's one of the best floor spacers, and the best players to surround LeBron James with are floor spacers. Imagine this: LeBron James drives to the basket and has Anthony Davis and Gallinari on both wings. There's just so many options. Oh wait, and also a cutting Derrick Rose. The Lakers would be crazy unstoppable. Then talking about free agency, signing Dwight Howard and Markieff Morris to the veteran minimum, I believe that would be worth it. But overall guys, this wraps up my video for today on 4 scenarios that I believe would be the best case scenarios for the Los Angeles Lakers. What's most important to me is I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Is there anybody that I missed? Any free agents? Let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy. God bless. And I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
I got angels flying all